Pilots had said that about halfway between Astoria, Oregon, and Portland, after they'd actually been engaging in some casual chit-chat in the cockpit, Captain Emerson in the jump seat announced, quote, "I'm not okay," and then tried to pull these two red fire handles. Those handles actually activate the plane's emergency fire suppression system, and they cut off the fuel to the engine, so you know what happens next, right? The engine's actually shut down. In case of fire, shut the engines down, stop the fuel. In case of flying, don't do that. According to the pilots who were at the helm, they actually struggled with Emerson briefly, but then weirdly, Emerson gave up and left the cockpit on his own. The flight attendants then got him to the back of the plane, got wrist restraints on him. During the flight's descent, though, here's what else happened. This is incident number 2. Police say that Captain Emerson then tried to pull another fast one. They say he tried to grab the handle of the emergency exit. Flight attendant was apparently able to stop him, put her hands down on his hands. According to those flight attendants, Captain Emerson said this: "I messed everything up. I tried to kill everybody. You need to cuff me right now or it's gonna be bad. I pulled both emergency shutoff handles because I thought I was dreaming and I just want to wake up." Captain Emerson also admitted to the police that he had struggled with depression for 6 years and that a friend of his had recently passed away. He said he tried to cope, had taken magic mushrooms, psychedelics, but about 48 hours prior to this flight. It's a long time before flight time. He also told the police that he hadn't had any sleep in 40 hours. Passenger on the flight told Newsweek magazine that Emerson on board, quote, "looked dead in the eyes." So what is in store for this, I think is fair to say, former airline captain? This is where I have been asking Mark Geragos to be very patient. He's back with me now. So Geragos, he did a lot of talking. You know, he confessed a lot of things. Those quotes are pretty damning. They're to the crew, probably overheard by passengers, lots of witnesses. Everything's documented on the radio airwaves to flight control. If you're his attorney, what are you doing right now?
Actually, I'm to some degree thankful that he did so much talking. Everything that you just said sets him up, and it seems to track with the reality of the situation. He had some kind of a psychotic break. There's a mental defense. He thought he was in a dream or a fugue state or whatever you want to characterize it. I'm sure his lawyers have got him seeing a psychiatric or a forensic psych right now, and that's going to be his defense, that he was not in his right mind, could not have formed the intent, and all the things that he said, every single thing you just listed, is going to factor into their defense. I will agree with you, he's never ever going to be certified to fly again, but at the same time, I can't imagine, given this and given the fact that he looks already completely remorseful, that somebody's going to say, yeah, we want him put away for the rest of his life based on this. Is that the most frightening thing you can think of if you're flying in an airplane? Absolutely, other than both pilots having simultaneous heart attacks. But at the same time, it does not appear he wasn't doing this for financial gain. He wasn't doing this because he had some freak ideology. It looks like a psychotic.
Okay, I'll give you that. I got 10 seconds left. 83 attempted murder, 83 reckless endangerment, 1 count endangering an aircraft, federal charge of interfering with flight crew that holds 20 years on its own. Realistically, again, real quick, how much time do you think he's going to serve, given all the facts that you heard today?
I think he'll be placed in a psychiatric facility. That's what I think. This is not somebody who you're going to warehouse in a federal prison for the rest of his life.
For how long will he be in the facility?
Until he gets well. I mean, they're going to have to figure out what's the matter with him.
Okay, you got to come back because we're going to have a longer conversation about that.
We will, but I was being very tight and laconic for you.
Well, also, I appreciate your patience. Thank you so much, Mark. Nice to see you.
Good to see you too, Ashleigh.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.